So guys, today we are going to discuss the another important topic of MEd, which is universalizations of elementary educations. Okay, first we discuss the concept of what is universalizations of elementary education. So the meaning of universalizations of elementary education, as you know, as the name has given, we have to achieve the level of all the children in the world with the age of 6 to 14, they should achieve the elementary education, right guys? UEE, what is the meaning of a UEE? Universalizations of elementary education. That means every child in the world, they should be able to complete at least elementary education, right guys? So irrespective of color, caste, creed, religion and others, okay, and for realizing the democratizations of education as a birthright to all, okay guys. So next I tell you, so where this concept has come, UEE, universalizations of elementary educations, from where this concept has come. Actually what happened in 1993, in Delhi, there was a one educational conference of education ministers. So heading is meeting of education ministers of E9 countries, right guys? So the education ministers of the 9 countries came at Delhi in order to participate in the educational conference. यहाँ पर E जो है, E stands for education and nine stands for 9 countries, the name of a 9 countries. कौन कौन से हैं वो? What are the names of the countries? Bangladesh, Brazil, China, Egypt, India, Indonesia, Mexico, Nigeria and Pakistan. These 9 countries participated in the educational conference in 1993, which was held in New Delhi, and the agenda was, we have to achieve the education for all. Means every children in the world, they should at least get the elementary educations from the age of 6 to 14. Why 6 is given? Because from 6 elementary education starts, right guys? And one more thing, these 9 countries actually covers, represents the 70% of the world population, right? इससे earlier क्या हुआ था, 1990 में one conference held in Thailand, and on there UNESCO, UNDP, UNEPA, UNICEF and World Bank, these are the name of the agencies, a name of the educational agencies, they participated and they said that we have to achieve the educations for all. But in 1993 these 9 countries represented, and motto was, what was the motto? We have to achieve the universalizations of elementary education, right? Means from 6 to 14 every children should be able to get the elementary education. Okay, this thing is just for your knowledge. Okay, you don't have to write. Okay, you have to start from universalizations of elementary education, right? So next we discuss what are the aspects of universalizations of elementary education. So basically on 3 points every government, every country has to work. Number one, universal access and enrollment. Number second, attendance and retention. And number three, quality of education. Okay, so this is the core responsibility of the government of the country. Number first we are going to discuss, matlab they have to set up a primary school at every kilometer for easy access to the student. Okay guys, because in 1993 there was there is a lot of no school was there. If you have to study, you have to go at least 200 kilometers to 200 miles away to get the education. And when you talk about the infrastructure of the school, there was no school. Every child has to get the study under a tree. So I'm talking about the 1993, and on that time, universal access and enrollment says that every government has to set up a school at every 1 kilometer. Okay, and you have seen that we are achieving this. Up now every 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, 1 kilometer, you get a one school. Attendance and retention. And second, all the government, they have to ensure that facilities of daily attendance, allowance, free traveler passing, free midday meal, Such kind of a provisions they have to start in the schools in order to achieve the universalizations of elementary education. And side by side, number third point is quality of education. They have to improve the quality of education. They have to improve the basic facilities in the school, like drinking water, toilets, teacher training, pupil ratio. These all threes, every government, they have to set up in the schools, right, guys? So these are the three aspects of universalizations of elementary education. Now, the next, subtopic, what is the importance of universalizations of education? Universalizations of education, elementary education is important because of, in order to eradications of poverty, removing the poverty, fostering economic progress. Okay, because up to 1993, every country has come to know that there is no economic progress unless or until citizens are not educated, right? And next is managing the growth of population and creating a clean and healthy environment. So this is the importance of the universalizations of education, right? Next, what are the approaches for UEE? Right, guys? Approaches means every government, every country, what are the steps they have taken to achieve the UEE, universalizations of elementary educations, right? So these are the measures, these are the steps, these are the policies, and commissions, government in India. I'm talking about the India. So these are the commissions Indian government set up in order to achieve the universalizations of elementary educations, right? And kya kya the wo? Number first, they started national policy on education in 1968, then 1986, then DPEP, District Primary Education Program, then Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, then National Program for Education for Girls at elementary level. After that, National Program of a midday meal in schools. Then Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya and Thirst for Female Literacy. So these all the measure, these all the approaches Indian government started in order to achieve the universalizations of elementary education. We discussed one after the other, right? First, I start with National Policy on Education 1968. So India started, one education commission, 1964-66, one commission, and the, the name of the director of this commission is Kothari. So he recommended the government to build a one national policy of education, right? So government uh, uh, gave this project from the Kothari, and he started the NPE. And what is the NPE saying that? Okay, you can see that active efforts should be made for early fulfillment of directive principles under Article 45 of Constitution, seeking to provide free and compulsory education for all the children up to the age of 14. Right, guys? Here I want to tell you that, in fact, this concept, universalizations of elementary education, it has become the law. It has become the article in the constitutions of India, right? So Article 45 also says that same thing, like universalizations of elementary education. What is, every children up to the age of 14, they should be provided elementary education. Suitable programs should be developed to reduce the prevailing wastage and stagnation in schools, and to ensure that every child who is enrolled in school successfully complete the prescribed course, right? So this was the motto. Being on this motto, National Policy on Education 1968 launched by the government. Okay, and after that, after some year, National Policy on Education 1986, Government of India formulated a new education policy in 1986. Okay, and what this policy says that, on which points this policy emphasizes that, number one, universal enrollment and universal retention of children up to the 14 years of age, right? Significant improvement in the quality of education, right? Systematic effort to provide non-formal education to educate school dropouts, children from areas without school, working children who are unable to attend the school during daytime, and implementing the Operation Blackboard scheme to provide essential facilities. Okay, in a simple manner, I clear this point. So National Policy on Education 1986, when the government started 1968 National Policy of Education, they have come to know there are so many things we are lacking in infrastructure. We are like, number of students, they are, dropping out. So after, 10 year, this 10 or 12 year, they started a new education policy in 1986. And under this policy, the first motto was, उन्होंने ये बोला कि जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं दे शुड कम इनटू द स्कूल फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, राइट, उनको लेके आना है. सेकंड क्या है, यू हैव टू इंप्रूव द क्वालिटी ऑफ एजुकेशन, राइट. इवन द स्टूडेंट्स आर ड्रॉप आउट, अगर इफ द स्टूडेंट्स हैव ड्रॉप आउट, तो देन देयर शुड बी ए फैसिलिटी टू rejoining the school to the students, okay, and implementing the Operation Blackboard, right. What is Operation Blackboard? Operation Blackboard doesn't mean introducing a blackboard, okay. Operation Blackboard means there should be a facilities in infrastructural facilities. There should be a rooms. Okay, if there is a 200 or 400 school 400 students are allotted for a one school, so then there should be a number of a teacher. There should be a number of a rooms. There should be a provisions of electricity. There should be a provisions of drinking water. So these all things that comes under the Operation Blackboard. Okay, but before 1986, these facilities was not available in these schools, right. Next, District Primary Education Program, DPEP. अब क्या था, पहले तो दो पॉलिसीज आ गई. वन पॉलिसीज केम इन 1968, second policy came in 1986, okay, in order to achieve the aim of universalizations of elementary educations. Ab what happened, one committee was formed, okay, and the name of committee was District Primary Education Program, in order to evaluate the effectiveness of these education policies, whether these policies are being implemented or not. usko dekhne ke liye ek DPEP, District Primary एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम को लॉन्च किया गया, राइट. और इसका पर्पस क्या था, इसका पर्पस ये था, DPEP is an effort to decentralize educational planning at the district level. Yes, this is the most important, decentralized educational planning, okay. Earlier was centralized. फिर उसके बाद what happened, second is that it is planned in such a way it suits the educational needs and demands of the district concerned. Initially, district projects were prepared in 44 districts in 8 states: Assam, Haryana, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. Gradually, it was followed in 273 districts spreading over 18 states. Now, I clear the point. So, DPEP ने क्या देखा? DPEP has seen that District Primary Education Program has seen that everything was centralized. Okay, when up to the 1986, when there is a provisions of a one school, central government provides each and everything for the school. So DPEP ने क्या किया, first of all they decentralized. Decentralized means giving the powers from top level to the bottom levels, right. और ये जो प्रोजेक्ट था स्टार्टिंग में 44 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में प्रोवाइड किया गया, एंड लेटर ऑन इट स्टार्टेड इन 273 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स, राइट. एंड आफ्टर दैट सर्व शिक्षा अभियान, yes, SSA, Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan was also launched in 2000 in order to achieve the universalizations of elementary education. और इसका what were the aims of SSA? Number first, provide useful and elementary education for all the children up to the age of 6 to 14, to bridge the social, regional, and gender gaps. Okay, gender issues we will discuss later on. Okay, with the active participation of a community in the management of the schools. Okay, so such kind of a problems they are facing. So SSA came in order to reduce such kind of a problems. Okay, and as well as to realize the importance of early childhood care and education, and looks at the 0 to 14 age of a continuum. Early childhood care program क्या होता है, मतलब before first, okay, when you have to teach the nursery, pre-nursery, and to inculcate value-based learning. This allows children an opportunity to work for each other's well-being rather than to permit mere selfish motives या pursuits. Okay, तो SSA ने क्या किया, SSA ने भी कुछ प्रोग्राम्स लॉन्च किए इन ऑर्डर टू अचीव द यूनिवर्सलाइजेशन ऑफ एलिमेंट्री एजुकेशन। इसके अंदर फर्स्ट उन्होंने रियलाइज किया इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ अर्ली चाइल्डहुड केयर, एंड देन they realize that education should be value based, so that each children they should treat each other equally, right? So such kind of a things are started by the SSA. Other approaches also in order to achieve the 4UAE kya tha? National program for education for girls at elementary level. Okay, matlab girls jo hain, they should be provided the education at the elementary level, because according to the mentality of the Indians, okay, they are sending the boys to the schools, they are not sending the girls. Okay, so then midday meal start kiya gaya, national program of a midday meals in schools. Okay, so these all the efforts, these all the approaches are started by the Indian governments in order to achieve the universalizations of the elementary educations. Okay, right? So next क्या है? Elementary education initiatives in the developing countries. Okay, so universal access to elementary education still remain unfulfilled pledge in the many parts of the world. Okay, but ये जो we have universalizations of education, elementary education, it was not completed because of the following factors. What are the following factors? Sometimes governments face the inadequate budget, sometimes lack of schools and teaching staffs, sometimes cost of attending the schools and high illiteracy rate. So these are the factors by which they cannot achieve the fully universalizations of elementary educations, right guys? So thank you so much.